Something inside me is awake.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is your boy Narik Chase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi. The story basically follows Rey, who's now receiving training from a worn-down Luke Skywalker in hopes of turning the tide of this battle in favor of the Resistance. There's a lot to like about this movie, and I really appreciated the direction that they did take. Rey, who's now trying to receive training from Luke Skywalker, and Luke right now is kind of out of the game, you know, due to what had happened with Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren and everything like that. He's basically just withdrawn and doesn't want to be dealing with anything anymore. That's a lot of loss that he's dealing with, and it weighs down heavy on him. There's this interesting relationship with Rey and Luke. There are moments where you do see Luke is impressed with the way Rey is going with her own training, and you can see that that does scare him because he saw that same thing in Kylo Ren. As much as Snoke is a cool character, and I do like his portrayal, he's like this really badass weird Sith Lord that can just do all of this really cool stuff, and I like that portrayal of him because he was a pretty menacing character. Unfortunately, he really doesn't do much outside of some of those cool moments. There are some pretty cool and memorable moments, and I love how this story is very emotionally impactful. Most of the cast from The Force Awakens do make a return. Poe is in it. He's great, highly ambitious, and a bit of a hothead. And I like that about his character because it does lead to a very interesting developing arc for his character. Leia and Luke get a lot more screen time, therefore interacting with more characters and giving much more depth to the story. You got Finn, you got Rey, of course Kylo. Snook gets a bit more exposition. There's this character named Rose Tico, and I think she was an awesome addition because in all of the other Star Wars movies, no matter what was going on, whether it was any of the wars or the Resistance or any of these big battles, you really never actually got to see a character's personal life who the Empire has directly affected. The performances, great, top notch, thumbs up, didn't have any problem with anyone. It was nice to see Mark Hamill come back as Luke Skywalker, and I do like the depth that he gave to his character. The awesome Carrie Fisher, Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, Adam Driver, Domino Gleeson, Marie Tran. Andy Serkis just does a fantastic job. If you like the visuals and spectacle of A Force Awakens, it returns in this, and it just looks beautiful. Everything from the costume designs to the creature designs to the makeup to the overall set pieces, the grand finale, the battles, the backdrops, the planetary designs, everything just looks freaking phenomenal and it's high quality. This is undoubtedly some of the best you're going to get when it comes to visual effects. The score, of course, is absolutely great. It has that epic Star Wars feel, specifically with the battles or some of the transitions, even with some of the smaller moments that it just work out very well. Some elements of the writing I do like about it is the Force abilities. No other Star Wars movie has such a strong focus on how strong the Force actually is. Now, of course, this movie isn't without flaws. One of the biggest questions from A Force Awakens is, who in the hell is Snook? There is nothing revealed about this guy. And to some extent, I can see how that could be a problem for some fans. But then again, the same thing was given to Palpatine. The same thing was done for Darth Maul in Episode 1. Arguably one of the most popular characters. I would have liked to see more to Phasma's character too. They introduced a new character named DJ who's supposed to be this infamous, basically a code breaker / hacker. And he's an interesting character, so I wish they could have written that character out. But undoubtedly, one of the biggest complaints is pretty much Luke's role in all of this. I'm one of those people, I'm not judging the movie based off what I wanted to see. I'm just going to judge it off what I see. And in the story itself, it makes sense for Luke to be the way he is. They could have done a better job with this whole Kylo versus Luke, especially with the build-up. I'm not one of those fans that's like, okay, you're expected to have this in the movie, so it should be in the movie. But that probably should have been in the movie. Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi is a great film. There are some moments that in this movie that I could perfectly understand people getting upset about. If you're like me and you just appreciate the story and the presentation of what we got, you can actually enjoy this movie and kind of overlook those little nitpicks. Yes, there should have been exposition on Snook. Captain Phasma should have definitely gotten a little bit more screen time and probably a conversation here and there with Finn. Yes, the whole Kylo and Luke final battle of a disappointment. But I will admit the movie does tell a very compelling story. The acting was just awesome. The characters were done really well. The visuals, top notch. Score, absolutely amazing. There's a lot of humor. I have to say, Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi definitely deserves 4 out of 5. I really did like this movie. I thought they did a great job, and I really appreciate the direction that they're taking the series. But anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let me know, what did you think about Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you agree with my points? Did you not like anything that I said? And what would you like to see in Episode 9? Alright, guys, until the next video, Narik Chase, signing out, and may the Force be with you.